Welcome to my first song blog. Yeah, for way too long these songs have just been sitting on my laptop and rusting away on the hard drive. I think it's about time to finish them up and release the songs. I want to take you along with me on this self-rediscovering journey and bring life to 20 years of metal songwriting. And what better way to start than my very first song that I wrote all the way back in 2006. So let's trace back and see how it went from this to this. Okay, so 20 years to finish the song. How could it possibly take that long? And yeah, of course I haven't worked continuously on one song for 20 years. I wrote it, I forgot about it, then I annotated it in MIDI in Guitar Pro, if anyone remember that. And then I formed a teenage band together with some friends where we played the songs, had a lot of fun with them. And yeah, we wanted to record the songs, but recording songs back then was just crazy expensive and not feasible for a couple of teenagers. Then we all moved away from this small town up in the north when adulthood took over and pushed hobbies aside. I tried to keep up with the music and joined the band in Gothenburg where I moved to, but it wasn't really feasible with the schedule of studying and working at the time. So the hobby remained a hobby, and I kept writing more and more metal songs, never releasing them, mainly because I thought they were not good enough, not heavy enough, the guitar's not tight enough, I couldn't mix drums, lyrics are a bit childish, and I can't sing at all. Not to mention the enormous mountain to climb that is mixing and mastering. That is seriously hard. I did try though, and this is what a recording at the time sounded like. Yeah, not great. I really miss the good old times when you were a kid and you could just be bad at stuff and didn't bother you and you just kept pushing through. That's not really so easy when you're an adult and very conscious about all the flaws that you're trying to learn. I mean, back then I could just sit and annotate MIDI for hours in a slow software, but I didn't care because it was so cool to finally have the songs able to listen to. And maybe I felt the same way from the first recording, even if it was just awful. I thought it was kind of cool to actually have something to listen to. But then slowly, and thanks to a lot of YouTube, I managed to get better and better results. They sound more and more like the way I want it. And then one day, about 2 years ago, it started to sound like this. Now I really start to enjoy my songs and these instrumental recordings. But it is one crucial part missing, the vocals. And I cannot sing, as I assured you before. I did show some of these recordings to my old drummer friend, and he said something that really put my motivation into overdrive. He said, yeah, this is amazing. Just put some screams on it and it's ready for nuclear blast. Just put some screams on it. Yeah, how hard can it be? I know I can't sing, but that doesn't mean I can't scream, right? So I discovered yet another rabbit hole to dive into that is called harsh vocals. And yeah, it's a deep one. There are growls, false chords, fry screams, high and lows, and so on. But yet again, YouTube came to my rescue. And around 6 months ago, I started to get results that could pass as metal enough. Just listen to these high fry screams. These low ones.
Build a fortress and lock me in. I was to retain me. Explain its form my security. Then throw away the key.
And yeah, that's where I am right now. I feel like I have unlocked all the necessary skills to release my music. And of course, there's still 1,000 more things I want to improve. But I have promised myself not to let perfection beat me. I mean, I enjoy my music, and I hope you will do too. So going through them one by one and finish them up, publishing them, might teach me a thing or two throughout this journey. But that's enough talking, I think. Let's listen to this final version of my very first song called Catching Up. Enjoy.